Can I just have your name and?
Yeah, sure. My name's Talvin. I'm a musician, composer, and curator. I live between sunny Suffolk and London. We had a drive from Dartington in Devon, which wasn't too long on a Sunday morning. I mean, I think we did it in about just close to 3.5 hours. And then we got here and just started, started working pretty much straight away. It's the first time I've actually physically met Manika, and we've been talking over the phone and on Skype and on WhatsApp and all the mediums of communication, but the real communication really begins when you put 2 or 3 people together in the studio and you're supposed to come up with music. And it was incredible meeting her, because one of the things I realized is she has this incredible natural gift as a vocalist, as a singer, and her delivery in the studio has really kind of been quite shocking, to be honest. And I've worked with a lot of singers, and she's just so brilliant. She's so brilliant, so natural. And I think time stood still at certain times in the studio. Like, I was looking at the clock and it seemed like, oh right, hold on. So there's been moments where it's been highly focused. And sometimes with studio work, there's editing to do. There's you got to get the machines right. So there's all of that, and so you require a lot of patience, and in that process, one can suffer from boredom in the studio at any point, and that wasn't there all day. So it's been exciting from morning to evening. It's been a very exciting day, and I feel it's because of the core of her intention of why she's singing, why is she making music, what are the reasons behind it, what is that intention, which is kind of manifesting a supreme quality in a performer, in an artist. And it is this meditation and this idea of something's more important than ourselves. And I think that's possibly why her performance was just incredible in the studio. And so I've had a relative easy day. I've been having fun and really enjoying being in the studio with her and her family. And this, I know the space, the studio space, the Strongroom, so well. I've been working over the last almost decade and a half, and I've never had such of a fun time. We've definitely had a lot of fun times in these studios, without a doubt, but I've never had such of a warm fun time, like with friends and family, and there's an energy which has been kind of created and manifested in this space, and I think everyone's feeling it. It's really been a very beautiful, blessed day. Manika's work is kind of extended in a lot of areas, which I could see. There is, of course, there's the spiritual Sikh hymns, which she has transcribed into English and into a singer-songwriter format, which is very new. It's very fresh, and I think it also, up to a certain extent, it demystifies certain valuable aspects of Sikhism and the repertoire, the music of the Sikh tradition, and she does that with great grace, and but as well as that, the music, you know, her work in you know, social work, you know, those kind of responsibilities are highly active in her, and that's amazing to see all of these extensions happening in, you know, a kind of omnipresent form, and that again, that's very, very unique. But like I said, this is the beginning. I'm producing one track for Manika in the studio, and I could see this relationship, you know, growing over the years. It's not something which I've just come in, and it's, you know, it's not a gig where I'm just getting paid and doing something. You know, for me, it's the relationship, and what we, it's dialogue as well as, you know, content. You know, it's the dialogue which we're having in the studio which is as important as the content, and that's what makes it even more interesting for me. I mean, my background in music definitely comes from, you know, a huge influence in the Sikh environment. May it be the temple, may it be the instruments which we have in a Sikh home. I'm not a practicing Sikh in my identity, you know, where I don't wear a turban. Yes, I've grown a beard of recently, so I'm getting there slowly. But, you know, for me, the music and the sound culture, the sonic culture, has always been something very, very close and very, very, you know, influential in my life, and I've tried to carry that that forward in a lot of distributed areas in what I do. You know, may it be me playing as an Indian percussionist, playing a tabla solo. It could be working with other artists which come from a complete extreme cultural background, but when we come together, there's no differences. There's, you know, we come together with this symbiosis, and you know, we definitely display through the work, display what's already, you know, one. You know, it's not two separate things. I think we have this idea that even genres of music are all kind of, you know, separate, but they're all just one, and then from there they just I suppose politics, you know, makes them kind of a world apart, because, you know, the borderlines are created, and then we have to do all the, you know, shoveling to bring them back together.